What's up, collective? How y'all doing? I just woke up. I literally just woke up from a little nap. Okay, it was a long day yesterday, so I wasn't even going to post today. But while I was resting, I picked up a download. I heard a download, and it woke me up out of my sleep actually. And damn, I got to find the cards. I saw like a hybrid card because I saw I saw a tarot card or oracle card. It was the lady with on the two of swords, I think. The lady on the two of swords with the blindfold, but above her head was a light bulb, and she doesn't have a light bulb above her head. But the version of that lady that I saw, I actually have a card. It is not a tarot card, it's an oracle card. It might be one of the intuitive Kev cards. I'm not sure. I'm gonna try to find it. But even on that card, I don't think she has a light bulb above her head. I'm not really sure. But that's the lady that I saw. The blindfolded lady that usually is on the Two of Swords. She's on some tarot cards. I think she is on one of Intuitive Kev's tarot cards. But she had a light bulb above her head, which is the same light bulb that's on another card, but not on that card. So it's like a composite card that I had this vision of. Um, And I heard the spirit say that somebody is trying to investigate whether you are intuitive or whether you are stealing their ideas. Okay. Now, I just got up and just went to the bathroom minutes ago and came and sat down at my desk in my new apartment, in my new room with my new shit inside of it. Okay. And I just pressed record. So I don't know if the you that somebody is trying to investigate is you collective, or if it's me, or if it's this person could be investigating a couple of readers, on maybe YouTube, TikTok, somewhere. I don't know. Okay. I'm gonna go get me some coffee. I'm gonna pause and I'm gonna get me some coffee. I haven't touched not nail card. Okay. And I'm gonna be right back and we're gonna see what the spirit is talking about. Because I found it so weird. So weird. We'll be right back. Give me a second. Okay, so when I walked in back into the room with my coffee, I saw that the Two of Swords card is right here. So I didn't see the vision long enough to see that the lady was crying or nothing. I didn't see the Two of Swords emblem. I just saw this lady. But this is the same lady that is on the tarot, the traditional tarot. But she's right here. And the other card, while I was outside for a second, I saw the other card is this one right here. Y'all just hang out with the girl a little bit, okay? We're gonna get into this because I just woke up and I got the download. And when I woke up, I sat on the side of the bed with my eyes closed. I literally woke up out my sleep with this download. I was still asleep when I sat up. Okay. So I haven't pulled any cards. But yeah, the download was like somebody's investigating you to see if you are intuitive or if you are stealing their ideas. Now, the you again, I don't know if they are investigating me, which I don't care. I'm not one of them readers that feel like I have to thin and prove about my spiritual gifts. They speak for themselves. But this could also be you because here she is. See that light bulb? And lo and behold, creativity, idea, and imagination. Okay. So we're gonna leave those two cards out. Now, I don't at all believe necessarily that the creator of these decks have anything to do with it. He seems to be a wonderful young man with his handsome self. Um, but this is the image that I saw. Like this lady, but with that light bulb over her head. Okay. So somebody's trying to like get the tabs on, I don't know, collective, me, you. Okay. I mean, let's see what's going on. Hell, I probably should go with one of the Intuitive Kev's decks. Let me just see here. I'm gonna go back with this extra deck. Yeah, like, okay. So I sat up on the edge of the bed and I was like, huh? Huh? So this is for my readers, okay? Who support the girl, okay? And I support you all as well, even if I can't really tell sometimes who you are, because a lot of us hide our subscriptions, we hide our pages and who we're following and stuff like that. But I do know a couple that do support me as well. So let's see what the hell's going on. So they want to know whether another reader that they're watching, we're going to just put it that way because I don't know. They want to know whether another reader is actually intuitive or whether they are stealing their ideas. Mm, okay. Copycat on the split of the deck. I might as well just take it out. Work behind it. All right. For some of you, for someone as well, this is that someone is watching you to steal ideas. Okay? Empowerment. Sacred empowerments of the divine feminine. Okay? So this could be feminine energies. I just heard my channel and the series that I do called Sacred Empowerments of the Divine Feminine, okay, that I've been doing for 3 years now, all right, where I share intuitive downloads, nudges, insights from the Divine Mother herself as I am her chosen channel. Okay, now I usually don't get on and say much about that kind of allotment that I have going on with the mother, that because I don't feel like I'm not trying to sell it. You understand what I'm saying? I just do what she asked me to do and call it. You know what I mean? That's my only aim is to do what she asked me to do. So, and I'm sure I'm not the only one she's chosen, right? So there's that. Okay. I don't know. I've said it in other readings. Um I don't do the competition thing because ain't nobody gonna ever beat me at being me. Ever. And I don't care. We could do the same thing. Exact same thing. We will never do it the exact same way. Okay. So somebody, yourself could also be considered a divine feminine. Okay. This could be another someone who considers themselves another reader, another podcaster, another whatever. They're either watching you to see if you're stealing their ideas or they're watching you to steal ideas. Okay. Intellectual theft. It came out in the reverse. I haven't even really. Okay, mother. Let's do this. What are you showing me? What were you telling me? We have scarcity in the reverse. It landed on the copycat. Lack, poverty, struggle. They're trying to copy something. Give me one more. Or they're trying to see if you're copying something and making money off of something there that they ultimate, because if you're copying it, then and I don't feel like um for those of you who have been supporting me and watching me for a while, the readings are going to feel a little bit more like pop-up readings and random because my spirit team has done a wonderful work at transitioning me in my life for the last 3 years. So my platform is going to be just as dope as it always been. But I get so many downloads and have always gotten so many downloads that I just didn't have the space at that time to be able to just pop up and because I was in an environment and I was in a season in my life where I had to kind of nurse myself in order to get up. You know what I'm saying? I had to lick my wounds a lot to get up and be the beautiful, divine, intuitive being that I am. But as I had to work through that whole phase of life, shadow work, healing, all of that. So if this feels a little bit random, this is the way I actually like for spirit to move through me, just randomly. Like I just, cause that's all these downloads and stuff that I be getting, and I haven't shared a lot, but I'm going to be sharing a lot more because I'm in my own space, I'm in my own element, I'm in my own vibe. You know what I'm saying? My home is got my energy in it. I'm not competing with no other energies or trying to, fix some things in my energy to get to the camera, to get to the collective, to da 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 da. So it's gonna start flowing like this, okay? So tell me more. Give me one more on this lack, scarcity, financial blockages. Oh, okay. There's a creator, there's a content creator, um, possibly a divine feminine who does spiritual content creation, who is experiencing in what they perceive as either financial, like something's not taking off for them the way they thought it should by now, or the way it used to, or I'm feeling the spirit of comparison, in it. They could be investigating someone in the collective, myself, yourself, who is also in the same field of work, because maybe you are growing. Maybe there's something about your channel, your work, whatever it is you do. This is definitely social media involved. This is definitely has to do with content creation. It definitely has to do with the spiritual community. Okay. Now, if you are not any one of those involved in any of that, and this feels like it reverberates for you, take it how it reverberates. Okay. Somebody feels like they may be experiencing some sort of financial blockage, and they don't have, they're trying to intuitively, with this two of swords lady, but they're also using logic and reason to get an idea as to where their financial blockages that they perceive is coming from. Now, why they feel like it has to do with somebody else or a competitor or somebody stealing from them, I don't know. I saw the insecurity card, but I didn't take it out. So we'll see if she comes back up. Clarify work, job, and business. Ugly spell, beauty spell. Emotional manipulation. It's something about this person's work. They're under some sort of emotional manipulation. They may not know that. They may be thinking that they're intuiting. But when I saw the ugly spell, beauty spell, it's like they're trying to figure out what about what they're doing is not desirable. Like, I keep picking up this energy of like what's blocking them, like what's blocking me, who's blocking me, because I'm looking at how she got the little red marks. It's giving me pimples, it's giving me clogation, it's giving me, pus and things going on, it's giving me the skin being clogged up. Okay, so it's like what's blocking me. I'm very curious. I'm very curious, brother, to know if this is arrogance at play, if this is insecurity, which it can be both. Um, because this is just odd. Clarify the intellectual theft in reverse. Capricorn. Practical and prudent, ambitious and disciplined, patient and careful, humorous and reserved. So in the okay, give me one more. Because either this person has been experiencing or feeling like somebody has been taking something from them creatively, or maybe this is I mean, I only have like, I can count on one hand how many readers I watch on a regular basis. Because when I'm consuming tarot, I really kind of look for a certain anointing. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm really only interested if I know that, if I can discern that there's spiritual access there. Outside of that, I don't really get too excited about people who just pull cards and read cards. You know what I'm saying? That's me, Yolanda. You know what I mean? Now, as a person who operates in the tarot reading industry on YouTube, I might click on anybody. I might click on anybody and kind of just do my, due diligence to see, oh, I've never seen them before. Who are they? And then I'm like, oh, they're pretty good. They're pretty good. But that doesn't mean that Yolanda is going to watch them all the time. That's just me, because I'm a Virgo, and if I'm not going to know anything, whatever I have my hands in, I'm going to investigate that industry, right? Because I that's just the way I am. I look at the content, I look at the lighting, I look at the way they chose their thumbnails, I look at everything as at just from a perspective of, this is how the industry is flowing. This is what's working for people. This is what's not. Da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if you're a content creator, the best thing you could do for yourself is to study content. You understand what I'm saying? I see a lot of dope readers, but I can tell you don't study content. You're a reader, but you're not a content creator. And that's cool, you know what I'm saying? But I actually do things for the purpose of succeeding and doing well at it. And I recognize the business aspect of being an intuitive. So I study the content, but that doesn't mean I watch everybody. I only have maybe shit, two or three at this point, because depending on how my situation and my life changes, I may be really into a reader. They're really speaking to me. Their messages are speaking to me as an individual. And then as I grow out of a season, then that person's readings no longer speak to me. So I have to ask my spirit team to, allow somebody else to come through the feed that I can connect with. Now, this could have something to do, a lot to do with work and your work. Okay. Um, I am like, I see a lot of things that I don't agree with. And I have been watching one reader that I watch all the time. I kind of know their energy, I know their readings, and then I will click on somebody else that I maybe have seen in the feed, but I haven't really clicked on, and I can immediately tell that they are stealing theirs content. They're stealing their intuitive ideas. Because I'm a high priestess. I can see energy. It's clear as day. First off, people who steal ideas, we have those in the collective. When they do that, they do it in a way it's like you clearly stole that shit. Anybody that's intuitive can tell you stole that shit. You ain't showed their card, okay? But yet you talking about the Two of Swords. Well, show us the Two of Swords. You talking about the Three of Pentacles. Well, show us the Three of Pentacles. You looking down at something, but for all we know, it's a notebook of notes that you then went and took from somebody else's who is actually a real card reader. And the shit burns me up every time. It's like they shouldn't. That man, this is so wrong, bro. It's so wrong to do that. And then for you to, project it out into the collective as if you are intuitive and you are stealing somebody else's intuitive downloads that is accessible to everybody who is intuitive, okay? But you're not doing the work, but yet you want to project or put yourself out to the collective as if you have an open communication with the divine, and the whole time you're a thief. That to me is spiritual robbery, okay? I did a sacred empowerments about being illegal in the spirit. When you do that, there are heavy consequences. You keep living long enough, and you're gonna find out that there are heavy consequences to that, because you have to experience what that person that you're stealing from experienced in order to have that anointing to flow like that. The way it flows on their life, it flows like that for a reason. The price that they paid, the sacrifice that they made in order for them to be who they are, and then you want to trace your little young ass up and steal it just so you can put it out as content and get your little 4,000, 5,000 views. Every time I see it, I be like, in about 2 3 years, you won't see them no more. And I'm gonna explain to you why. Because whoever they're stealing from, whoever they're taking from, they are now they're lining themselves up to have to experience everything that divine individual experienced in order for them to get those messages the way they got them. You're lining yourself up. I don't even know which one of the sacred empowerments it was. This was like last year, 2 years ago, that I did, where I spoke about this extensively. Like, big no. Unless you want to go through what somebody else went through. We have cautious in the reverse. Warning, danger. Okay, in the reverse. This reverse intellectual theft is giving me that, because I don't know who I'm speaking to. Again, I don't know if they're watching me to see if I'm stealing. I would never, because I don't want to go through no motherfucking thing you went through. I done been through my own shit. I done been through 3 years of this shit. I done been through 43 years of shit. I don't want to go through nothing you went through at all. Not interested at all. Okay? Like, no, for real. So if this is me, picking up someone's wondering if I'm stealing ideas, the answer is in these cards. No. Reverse into, and I'll tell you no, because you could be watching me. Okay. I work for the divine, period. And that's the cutest way I could say it. Okay. Um, I have an agreement. I am under Akashic record agreement. I am here for a purpose. Okay, like I have that's the only way I can say it. So I don't know what to tell you, sis, bruh. You know what I mean? If we're getting similar messages or some shit like that, then it just is what it is. I'm telling you, I work for the divine. I'm here to do the work of healing the feminine energy. That's what I'm here for. I can't speak for you. You might just be a card reader for all I know. This is just the beginning for me. All right. But what I'm saying is, Spirit is saying, if you was watching me and you was wanting to know, this is your answer. Because I normally wouldn't even do this. I wouldn't press record and do a reading on a download that I got that applies to me. You know? So if that's what this is, then I'm sharing it with the collective. Okay. But this could also be someone feels like they're under some sort of spell work or something, like you're like I don't know. They feel like their work is being suppressed or siphoned. So they could be watching more than one reader to see who's siphoning my energy or who's siphoning my creativity or who, I don't know. Clarify the Capricorn. Unhinged, unstable, instability, crazy, in the reverse. I just heard Spirit say, you ain't crazy. You talking right. This is exactly what it is. Okay. This to me, and me even being led to push the record button, um, feels crazy. because I don't normally do it when I get a download. So I don't know if you're watching me. I guess you are. Okay. I don't know what aspect of what I do on my channel you may feel I'm stealing from you. I don't even know who you are. Let's start with that. Okay. We have spiritual gift here. Spirit said you're not crazy, you're gifted spiritually. That's what you are, which I already know. You know what I'm saying? I've been through hell and back, literally, not even clichely. Okay, literally. So I don't know what's going on. What's going on, Spirit? Transformation, rebirth, upgrade. This person feels like something about what they're doing is devolving. Well, good, good. That's what you're supposed. That's what's supposed to happen. Yeah, you have to go down to go up. Okay, and they might feel like it's something toxic or something harmful or something chaotic or whatever. I don't know. Energy work, projection. They feel like somebody's projecting to something towards their energy. They may actually talk about this a lot in their readings as well. They might talk about that a lot. They might, and I don't know in what way they talk about it. I mean, I've seen readers who hyperfixate on somebody, manipulating their energy or projecting things towards them while they're reading. And ain't nothing wrong with, doing your due diligence and blocking negative energy and stuff while you're reading, because people do it. Um, but this could be a reader who kind of talks about that a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like they always feel like somebody's projecting something onto their work or onto their readings or onto them. The reverse devil. This individual needs to release themselves in some kind of way. They're the limit, the limiting idea, the limiting perception, the limiting thought patterns. You're limiting yourself. Okay, so what I'm picking up is that there is no projections. There is nobody even stealing no creative ideas. Now, again, acknowledging that both of those things do happen. But in this particular situation, with this odd ass reading that I'm doing, this individual is going through the collective, probably watching me, maybe watching some other people to see who is like taking their ideas and shit as if they are Pinky and the Brain or some fucking shit. Like it's giving me arrogant. It really is. Let me see, because I can for somebody to go as far to investigate the collective or invest or watch other readers looking to see who's like, you may bump into it, but to go into it looking to see who's like stealing your creative ideas or your downloads or your reading style or your whatever the fuck, um that's a bit much. It's one thing for your spirit team to reveal to you, a competitor or somebody who is over, like you can clearly see that they're copycatting you. Your spirit team brings somebody into your feed and then you click it and then you just happen to turn it on and you just happen to, and you just happen to hear them say something verbatim. You know what I'm saying? But then it's a big old world and we got a big old universe and it's a big old spirit. And you know what I'm saying? So it's like, even then it's like, but you know, yeah, they got to let go of something. They're under some sort of illusion. What is this illusion? It feels irrational. trick, pull a rabbit out of a hat. What is this illusion? Fear. Under the illusion that they some kind of role model for something. Wow. Give me more. In person, yeah. They under the illusion that they some kind of role model for something that other people will want to impersonate. They need to let that go. They need to let that go. Ain't no spell work. Ain't no projection. Nobody's projecting nothing. And it's disempowering them to even hold on to this energy here. It's disempowering. And I can see how. Lover. Emotional manipulation. Lover. Oh, what does this got to do with anything? This could be they're maybe combing through other readers that are also loved by the collective, that other readers that are doing well. This is arrogant shit. Oh my God. Um, yeah, other readers that are eating and doing good. Knowledge in the reverse. This is a cocky motherfucker. I mean, I don't. I if you know, again, this is an odd reading because if this is a direct download that's for me. I'm being, I'm surrendering to allow myself to record it. Um, I just wanted to do it in real time because I hadn't usually been able to like just jump up and fresh from a download and do that, and push record for the benefit of all. You know what I'm saying? But um I also felt led to. Somebody doesn't have the knowledge that they think they have. So this is why they are under some illusion that they're a role model for something that somebody would want to impersonate. Whatever it is, whatever aspect of their content. I don't know if it's the readings themselves, the messages themselves. I don't know if it's the captions or the what people are titling. I don't know. I don't know. Gains in reverse. They're feeling like they're not receiving the same energy from the collective. I have this, I don't know why I'm picking up Scorpio energy. I have this extensive book on astrology. It's in storage right now back home, but I'm gonna eventually get my shit shipped to me. Um, and it made a point and it breaks down all of the signs. It's basically a textbook. And it says that Scorpios have a tendency to fall or to become cult leaders or to desire the energy of having that kind of cult worship, cult like devotion to the people that support them. This could be a Scorpio, and I don't even know why that came to my mind. I don't know why that came to my mind, but I'll share it. We have technology here. They feel like they're not gaining something. They're not getting something. Maybe they're not getting the exposure they want. Maybe they're wanting. Maybe they want the love of the collective to in an excessive way, like, or they get high or they get fed by people showing them love, or so it's like they feel blocked in some way because they may not be seeing it when it actually may be there, but they may not be seeing it, the support in the way that their mind wants to see it, because they're under this energy of an illusion of, like, a delusion of grandeur. Okay, so it's not that they're not being supported. It's not that they don't have the subscribers that they have, or they don't, people are not watching them and supporting them. It's that it's not enough for them because they want something to excess. They want something more than, like, than I don't know. That's the truth. This is weird. I'm exposing something. I'm exposing somebody's toxic masculinity. It doesn't have to be a male, but your phallic energy is all out of goddamn balance. Okay. Fortune in reverse, abundance, luck. Your phallic energy being in this toxic masculinity is being exposed to you, whoever you are. Okay. Your phallic energy and its toxicity is being exposed to you by this financial blockage you think you're having, or you could be having. I don't know. But this financial situation, whatever that is, again, I don't know. But your toxic masculinity is being reflected back to you with this right here. I want y'all to keep in mind that this could very well be someone who is not at all not making money off of what they do online. It's just because they have this strong illusion of themselves, then however much they are making, even if they were making a kabuku amount of money, okay, even if the kabuku was an amount this motherfucker is making, it still would never be enough, because you can't ever, like, a delusion like that, a delusion of grandeur, it doesn't ever stop. There's no pinnacle, right? Like, this person could have a big following, da 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 da. They always want more. Okay, it's always got to be more. Show me more love, worship me more, honor me more, bow down to me more. Like, when somebody has a delusion of grandeur, there is no end to that energy unless they choose to change, and or they get humbled and end up sitting behind a jail cell, okay, somewhere. And even behind the jail cell, they probably operating with some kind of delusion of grandeur. They probably got all the prisoners and stuff bringing them honey buns and shit. And bring me your sardines and your crackers, whatever you get in your commissary. You got to make an offering to me. You know what I'm saying? They probably behind jail just running the prisoners motherfucking raggedy. That is like, that energy never stops. It never stops. In any environment that a person who has that cult leader mindset finds them in, they're going to find a cult following. Period. This is how motherfuckers be gang banging on the street, be the gang leader on the street, and then go into prison, and they be doing documentaries and shit on them, and come to find out they done created a whole damn gang in the prison, and they're still the leader of the gang. Same thing they was doing on the street, they doing now in prison. Cause that shit don't change. That it doesn't stop. There's no humbling somebody who has this cult leader mindset. Okay. So gift. I think spirit is having me to do this. I don't know if you're watching me. I guess the point is, I don't know. I have spiritual gift here. I have now gift. Okay, and it's landing on the intellectual theft in reverse, and the Capricorn, and the snapped in reverse, the instability, unhinged, crazy in reverse. So take this as not a warning. I saw the warning card that came out sideways. It came out in reverse. Warning, danger. I put it back though. Take this. This is not a warning, but this is being presented to whomever you are that is watching, either myself or someone else specifically in the collective, to see if they're stealing ideas from you. This is a gift being presented to you by the divine to knock it the fuck off. Knock it off. You're under some illusion that you have something so great and grand that somebody would want to impersonate you. There's an excess. You want, you want, I don't know if you want to be worshipped. I don't I don't know, but something is excessive about your energy. Something is excessive. The love of man, the love of other people, you know, people loving you, it's excessive. Clarified knowledge in the reverse gains increase. And there's some things you need to learn, as we all do. But for this individual who feels like they some sort of role model, they're under this illusion that people want to steal stuff from them, like, mm, gossip, trash talk, and lies. Mm. Why is gains in reverse? This is an interesting reading. Yes, it is. Binding in reverse. It fell on emotional manipulation. Stop being ugly. Stop gaslighting. Stop harping on people projecting negative energy towards you when you're doing your readings. I'm channeling. I've been channeling the whole time. So please, take it or leave it. I don't know what to say. Okay. Stop working under an ugly energy of manipulation, emotional manipulation. The truth is, there is no binding on your finances. There is no binding. There is no blockages. You don't know what the divine is preparing you to receive, but that's be sweet. I don't know what this. I don't know. You're revealing something about yourself that's going to keep you from receiving more. Be sweet. Calm the fuck down. Okay? Get out of whatever energy this is. Nobody has any intent to harm you, especially not me. So, whoever you are, if you didn't know I was a Virgo, I'm a Virgo. talk about it all the time because I love being Virgo. Okay. I'm a leader, and I don't speak of myself in this way because I feel like my work speaks for itself. But here we are, okay. I don't do this because, and this is probably I ain't gonna say it. This kind of reading for me is this ain't gonna happen often. Put it like that, because I definitely ain't no thinner approver. I don't at all feel the need to do that. The collective. I'm a part of the collective, but whoever this reader is, this may be somebody that I don't even watch. But I'm also um I also share the space with other high priestesses in the collective. So I don't know. We shall wear a crown when it's all over. Mm. Do the work. Just insecurity. So it fell all the way up here with this lady with the two of swords, which I placed at the top. Confirmation. Do the work. Okay. Work on your sense of insecurity though. Self doubt about what it is you're creating. Work on that. Work on that. I feel like this reading, aside from the very real possibility that somebody's thinking that I mean, I be in the reality that I created for myself so seriously, so locked in as I assume, most people are in their reality, creating from what they love. But again, I don't negate that I have seen intellectual theft. I have discerned it, but you can tell. And if you're watching somebody and you don't have any discernment, then how dare you be the one to sit up and talk about somebody impersonating you and you can't discern a real from a fake. You don't know anointing when you see it. You don't feel anointing when you feel it. You know, you don't feel energy. No investigation needed when you can discern. No investigation needed. Let me ask let me ask this question, and then I'm gonna jump up off this motherfucker. Um, why y'all having me? Why am I doing this? Because y'all know this is not like your girl. I don't give a fuck. Me personally, don't care. Why are you asking me to record this reading? Hmm. I got the homeless and the perseverance. That's personal for me because they've been, yeah, because this is how I always wanted to be able to do. Like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm more of a flow, get in a flow state and flow with spirit. And so I've received many downloads that I haven't been able to really tap in and flow like I wanted to flow because of the things I was going through at the time. And, me being able to transition into my own space, into my own home, you know what I'm saying? Is allowing me to overcome a hurdle when it comes to my reading. So part of the reason why I'm doing this reading is because I can. Okay. Whether you watch it, I appreciate you if you do, you know what I mean? But um tell me more. Why are you asking me to do this reading this way? Blessing in real estate. It has a lot to do with the fact that I'm in a space where I can. Okay. Uh so I don't know what that's going to mean. Collaboration. Whoever's watching me, if you can, whoever thinks that people are stealing from you, you can heal this. You will have more collaborations. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you are somebody that the divine is actually wanting us to connect and collaborate, but we can't because you are under this delusion of cult like leadership. um that somebody has to be impersonating you. That, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, but that could be collaborations with anybody. There could be collaborations you're robbing yourself out of because you have this chipped shoulder. Okay, you got a chipped shoulder. You might want to, you know what I'm saying. Now I'm not one to jump on a collaboration my damn self. I don't jump on stuff like that unless I know, and usually I do. Okay, spirit moves faster than the flesh, so a collaboration that is of the divine, you should be expecting it when it comes. It shouldn't be like surprise. You know what I'm saying? You should know about it. Like, we're about to send you somebody. Da 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 da. This person is good people. You know what I mean? This is for your benefit. This is for your growth. Then it might be 4 years before they show up. For 4 years, you're going to be prepared for the collaboration to take place. At least that's how my spirit team roll with me. I don't know. I don't speak for nobody else's spirit team, but that's the reading, y'all. I was just taking a nap. I love you guys. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.